I loved Power Club.
Come with me if you want to live.
I loved Power Club.
No time for time travel.
Welcome to the No Time for Time Travel podcast, where we are a podcast for nerds by nerds. My name is Tony, and I'm one of your co-hosts. And this week, we have a special episode where all three of the co-hosts are here. So joining me this week is Lamb.
Hey, how's it going?
And Kwok from Canada.
Hello.
Okay. We are a podcast where you, the listener, suggest a topic for us to discuss as the topic of the episode. Today, our topic was suggested by John Loyola, host of the One Track Punk Show and co-host of the One Track Gamers podcast. As some of you may know, E3 is going on right now as we record this. I think it's on day 2. And John suggested that we talk about what we've been anticipating or what we're most excited about right now. So we'll all have one or two things to talk about during the topic of the episode portion this week. But first, how are you guys doing?
Pretty good. How about you guys?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Yeah, nothing new.
You guys did anything this weekend?
No. I think I was just watching a lot of those, the E3 stuff coming out from the Microsoft and the Sony.
Oh, okay.
All right.
What about you, Lam?
I was apartment hunting.
Oh, wait, your lease.
Yeah.
How's that going?
Yeah. So they're officially going to take it over starting on July 1st. So that's a good thing. And I also found a place too. So I'm moving in 2 weeks.
Oh, wow. That's
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Wait, so is it like
Thank you.
It's like another apartment, or is it just like a house, or
another mansion? No, I'm just kidding. Another apartment. Another apartment. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
it should be good. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Kwok. So a few weeks ago, Lam was telling us about a place that he paid so that they would find someone to take over his lease.
Yeah. It sounded like a scam, but. It's legit, apparently.
Apparently.
yeah.
Wait, so
Okay.
Would it have saved you, did it actually save you money by doing it that way versus breaking the lease yourself?
I think so because during that time they said the market was really slow, so they couldn't find anyone to rent their places, So I think I would have paid twice or at least three times the amount I paid.
Oh, wow. That is a lot.
So, yeah, it works out, I think.
Yeah.
Yep. It's pretty interesting service.
I didn't know that was a real thing.
Me neither. Trust me, I didn't know either.
Well, now I guess it's real. Wait, was this how'd you find this place actually?
I just Googled, how do I find somebody to take over my lease?
Man, Google's amazing.
It is amazing. Yeah.
It just answers everything for you.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Don't underestimate Google.
Yeah, so what about you, Kwok? Did you do anything else besides E3 watching?
No, not really. I think I was just trying to do a lot of errands around the house, trying to buy food because I ran out of food at home. So nothing really crazy. Nothing as much as Googling ways to apartment shop with third party.
Did you Google where can I buy food?
I already know the places. I just need to go there.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
How to buy food cheap.
How to buy food.
Oh, so I'm actually
how to go ahead, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Or how to find somebody to take over my old food. Google that. Go ahead.
No, I was talking about how lazy I am because I'm at my girlfriend's house. She got a new house, so she has a desk and a chair, and then I'm sitting here and I'm like, I can't do anything with my laptop because I don't have a chair or a desk. So I went on, and it's at 10 a.m., right? And then I'm like, I went on Amazon Prime Now, and then I ordered a desk and a chair, and it came in 2 hours.
Holy crap.
Yeah. So I was like, I don't have to get up and do anything. Just order and it comes over.
Do they actually come in to your house and then move you into the position?
It's like
I'm getting up to move to my new chair. Can you move me for me?
Full service right there.
Yeah, full service, and like just like adjust me into the chair. It's like, would you like back support with that? Please pay an additional $20.
Man,
Free shipping. They can ship you anywhere.
they can ship you anywhere? That'd be awesome. It's like a big flight.
That would be.
Yeah, Quack, you could get shipped to the States whenever you want.
I know. Dude, I save the $200 every time.
And with
I
like
like
Amazon Prime delivery too, 2 to 3 day shipping.
That's how long it takes to drive.
I think flying is faster.
Yeah, but
Money.
it's
this
Amazon
one's
price.
free.
Oh, free. Oh, that's right. I forgot about the free part. Very important. That's right.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I think if it's 2 to 3 days, I don't know. Because if they don't give you food, you probably die in those 2 or 3 days.
No, that's why you. But then there's like no check-in baggage or anything, so you can probably bring your own food.
I guess.
You just have. You could carry on water and food. You have to go through TSA.
But you are going through TS. You're gonna go. Okay. So you know how they handle packages, right? Imagine them throwing you around.
That's fine. I just have a sticker that says fragile.
You're fragile, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't know. Like, actually, I don't know how they handle fragile.
It's even worse. I just yell, fragile. I'm fragile.
It's we have a new voice activated like reminder that it's fragile. In the sound of quack.
Oh man.
All right, so let's move on to the nerd news. Do you guys have any news?
Nothing new. E3 is happening. It's the biggest thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you, Lam?
I can't think of anything. No.
All right. Well, I have a list. I really have very, very short items because I figured our E3 topic would be a long topic. So do you guys remember that movie that just came out, The Mummy?
Oh yeah.
Wait,
I heard about that. Yeah.
there's like a movie. There's a mummy movie that's not the Mummy from way back then.
No, so let me bring you up to speed, Quack. So The Mummy actually stars Tom Cruise, and it's a reboot of The Mummy. But at the same time, it's a kind of like the first movie that Universal is starting in terms of like their shared universe, and they have the shared universe where it's called the Dark Universe, and it's all the monsters. So after The Mummy, they're gonna make, they're gonna make the Bride of Frankenstein, and then they're gonna make like the Invisible Man, and what was it, Creature from Black Lagoon. Yeah. So The Mummy was released.
Oh wow! I'm surprised it's not called The Last Mummy. Right?
The Last Mummy, but
Tom Cruise. Right?
Oh! I see what. Yes, The Last Samurai, The Last Mummy. Okay. But the movie flopped like crazy, like big time. And
it has 16% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's pretty bad.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was the rating. Is it really?
Yeah.
The Mummy.
16%.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
Terrible.
Wait, was there a movie that's worse than that you guys know?
Yeah, The Last Airbender.
Oh, okay, great.
The Last Airbender starring Tom Cruise.
Oh man, can you imagine if Tom Cruise was in The Last Airbender? I mean, the movie would probably be more violent.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think Tom Cruise will be subscribing to our podcast. Not a fan.
Yeah. So the movie was like a huge budget. I think it was like over 100 mil. I forgot the exact number, but they made back only like 30 mil or something.
Wow.
So they're not sure if like the universe will be continued. But they already casted people for the next movies, which is kind of interesting. And then like one of the executives was like, "Oh yeah, like we'll see like how the next movie does, like Bride of Frankenstein, and then we'll see where we go from there." And then some other people were like, yeah, they were like, I guess everything is riding on the next movie. So if the other one doesn't like, do well, then they're probably gonna scrap the whole thing.
Oh wow, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, they're hoping Bride of Frankenstein will be like the Wonder Woman for DC.
Oh wow!
And speaking of Dark Universe, they just announced 2 more characters that they're adding to the Dark Universe. That like 2 more movies, and it's like The Mummy barely came out in the flop, but then they announced 2 more characters. So the next ones are the Phantom of the Opera. And then the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Wow.
What?
I'm like,
the Phantom of the Opera? What?
yeah, like I don't know. That's weird, right? Because like,
Yeah.
how are you gonna have like this mummy and then the Frankenstein and then Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde? Then out of nowhere you got this regular dude who's like the Phantom of the Opera, and then
Just trying to fit in, Tony. Just never try to fit in. Come on.
what's his powers? Is like being a loner and creeper? Like I don't know.
The creeper.
You can play the piano.
And sing very well.
Oh, you know who else plays the piano?
Hey, shut up.
I didn't say anything. What are you talking about?
And then like you got the Hunchback of Notre Dame, and I don't know what his power is, being hunched over.
Also being creepy.
I guess so. Ringing the bell, I guess. I don't know. But yeah.
Oh
like,
my gosh. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, what do you think they were gonna do with that? How did they even? What do you guys think? How could they incorporate that into the universe?
Into the Hunchback of Notre Dame and everything?
Yeah, like it doesn't make sense because like I don't know if you saw the trailers for The Mummy, but there's this group called Perdition that's run by Dr. Jekyll, and it's like they hunt and investigate monsters and fight monsters and stuff. So it's kind of like Avengers, but but with monsters. And it's like the Phantom of the Opera and Hunchback of Notre Dame would be like, I don't know, it's like no threat at all.
So are they going to be like the heroes or the villains?
You know what? No one knows because it's like, you know how Avengers is that there's like that big villain, and then they have the DC universe where they have a big villain for Justice League. For Dark Universe, it's like everyone there is a bad guy. Like everyone's a monster. So
right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I feel like there's potential if they know how to do it right. Like they could use like the Phantom of the Opera, or would you call it the Hunchback of Notre Dame, as just like a bait sort of thing, so that we can find out like the background of Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde, I guess. Kind of like the villain leading a group of naive people into hunting people that are non-threatening. But I don't know how they're gonna play it out.
Yeah.
I guess.
It's like, oh, that guy's just deformed. He's a monster. Kill him. But then really, you're being hired by a guy that's half monster, but they don't know about it.
True. So they're gonna fight the Phantom. Yeah, but then now, okay, I guess if you think about it, Avengers does have like Hawkeye. So he's kind of
leave him alone. I love Hawkeye.
He's a cool character. Yeah.
Yeah. So is Phantom of the Opera, I guess.
He could sing, all right. Both Phantom of the Opera and Hawkeye could sing, and they both play piano.
Oh wait, yeah, Hawkeye does play piano.
He did. He sung a story about himself.
Yeah. Lamb, did you see that?
You mean the Hunchback?
No, like Hawkeye.
Hawkeye? Did he? I don't remember that.
Yeah, there was. Was it on Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon or something?
I think Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, he was in his Hawkeye costume, and then he was playing the piano, and he was singing about Hawkeye. He was just singing about himself. Yeah. And then how like he doesn't have powers, but he can hang with like the superpowers.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. Yeah. Well, we shall see how that goes.
Yeah.
That should be interesting for sure.
It's a cool idea, but we'll see how it goes.
We'll see if it even gets to that, because like Bride of Frankenstein is the next movie. So.
Oh.
Yeah, because they're supposed to do that. Bride of Frankenstein. Hey, Kwok, do you know who Javier Bardem is?
No, I do not.
Have you watched Skyfall?
Yes.
Yeah, the main bad guy, the guy with the teeth that he pulls out.
Slightly remember, don't remember really.
Yeah. So,
is it the guy that the helicopter guy.
What helicopter guy?
The guy who, the very last villain, right? The super villain, kind of like at the last scene where he kills the guy he has like Javier. Yeah, is that right? I don't know. Can't remember.
No, Lamb, you last time you said he looks like Tim Curry.
Yeah. Oh, that guy.
yeah, that guy. Yeah, so Quack,
that's right.
that guy was casted in the Dark Universe as the was it Frankenstein's monster?
Huh.
So, yeah, and then they haven't casted like Bride of Frankenstein yet, but I feel like they're just gonna cast that one woman that's in every like movie as a creepy woman. What's her name? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like in every like Tim Burton movie, she's in it.
No.
I have no idea. No.
You know, in Harry Potter, she's like Bella Lestrange, or
Oh, Bella Lestrange.
I haven't watched Harry Potter yet.
Okay. Did you watch Sweeney Todd?
No.
Nope, I haven't seen that.
Did you watch Alice in Wonderland?
No.
The cartoon?
Did you watch Terminator Salvation?
No. just tell me the name. I'll look it up. I'll look up the name.
Well, the thing is, I forgot her name.
Oh.
Here, Helena Bonham Carter.
Yes, Helena Bonham Carter. Yeah.
Yes, see? Power of Google. I know how to use Google. Trust me, I know.
I was Googling it, and Google is so good. I just type in HELE, and then it already comes up with the name.
What?
Oh,
Like the full name, like Bonham Carter. I was like, what the hell?
Oh.
Yes, that's it. Okay, I've seen her face.
seen her face.
That's all I can tell you.
Well, yeah, like I
Can you
think
imagine?
she would be a good Bride of Frankenstein. Go ahead, Lam.
Can you
Okay.
imagine if you get typecasted as the creepy role in all of the movies?
You mean
That would
like
suck.
Johnny Depp?
That's true. Todd Sweeney, my bad. Todd
What?
Sweeney.
No, it's Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd, yes. That one.
You know what's funny? Like when I saw Sweeney Todd, I thought that he looked like Beethoven, the composer.
I can see that.
Yeah, kind
Oh.
of does. I was like, and then he's like angry, just like Beethoven.
Okay, no, that.
Is he also deaf?
No, he's not. He can sing because Sweeney Todd is a musical.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, speaking of the Marvel universe earlier, like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they're moving towards being cosmic. So, right now all the movies are based on Earth, like Avengers and stuff. Like they're fighting Earth threats, and then Doctor Strange and Guardians of the Galaxy started doing cosmic stuff. So the guy who was the director for Guardians of the Galaxy, Marvel just said that he's going to be spearheading the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe into the cosmic arena. So that was pretty cool. I don't know what you guys think about that. It's all silent.
I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to think
Are you
imagine it.
guys still there? What the heck? I was waiting for talk first.
That was like intense
I was waiting
thinking.
to go first.
Okay.
Go ahead, Matt.
That's pretty. I think that's pretty cool, though. But that they're taking it to the cosmic universe now, right?
Yeah, so more of like different worlds and different maybe even alternate realities, I guess.
Alternate realities, but I like it because, well, personally, I am not a big fan of sci-fi, and I feel like the way they do it's more like like alternate reality. I guess that's sci-fi, but it seems more like mystical and like fantasy based, which I like more.
Man, I'm like the opposite. I hate fantasy and I like sci-fi.
Oh, really?
But then I like what they're doing with it because it's like sci-fi and fantasy. Huh.
Oh.
Hey, this is how they get more audiences.
Yeah.
Like both of us like it.
Exactly. Yeah, they draw both worlds in, like different audiences. But like for example, Doctor Strange, like even though it's very surreal, right? Like that, it's kind of like Inception, but like Marvel Inception. But it doesn't feel like a sci-fi kind of thing. I guess it's not supposed to be, but that's the way I like it, though.
Yeah, I think like Doctor Strange was like Inception. Was a Marvel Inception on crack. Like, it was.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, Quack, did you see that yet? I forgot.
Doctor Strange?
Oh yeah, you did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one scene when he was when the Ancient One like just blasted him into like all the different worlds.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That was like
That's right.
crazy. Like the hands on the fingers that became hands on the fingers and hands on the fingers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's super trippy.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see that. It's kind of, the Inception thing is definitely like the whole world rotating and everything.
Yeah.
And then now you have like windows upon windows, hands upon hands on top of the rotating stuff. I'm like, oh, okay.
You have the Xboxes upon Xboxes.
Xbox One, Xbox box.
Oh yeah, so Lamb, at E3 they announced the next Xbox. So it's Xbox One X. So
Oh, 1X?
yeah, so Quack was showing me this meme, and it was a picture of an Xbox, and it says this is one Xbox, and then there was like the box that the Xbox came in, and then it says this is one Xbox box, and then
Or Xbox One box, right? Yeah.
no, I think it was
Xbox
one.
One.
No, it was one Xbox box, and then the next one was the Xbox One. So the sequel to the Xbox was the Xbox One. So then they had a picture of Xbox One, and it said Xbox. This is one Xbox One, and then there was a box for it, and it says this is a one Xbox One box. And then the new game system is called Xbox One X. So there was a picture of the system, and it said this is one Xbox One X, and then they had the box. It was like one Xbox One X box.
Speaking of Inception right there.
Yeah, pretty much.
But then I read one of the comments. It's pretty clever, I guess, because the abbreviation for one Xbox One X is one Xbox. Or is Xbox? Yeah, it's Xbox.
Xbox.
Yeah, it's Xbox One X, right? So you X and then B and then O X. So
by the way, if we're going back to algebra, isn't one Xbox the same thing as Xbox?
Yeah, it's just one is the coefficient.
We're just buying the old system, is what you're saying.
Yeah. So Xbox is the variable, and then one's the coefficient of one Xbox.
Right.
Oh man.
I'm tripped out.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah.
Anywho. Go ahead.
Topic of the episode.
We can probably just move on. I didn't have any other news items, so we can move on to the topic of the podcast.
Sure.
So let's see. What are you excited about or anticipate the most from E3?
You go first, Lam, or you want me to go first?
You can go first.
Lam's going to Google it right now.
I want to.
I have some games ready.
Okay.
Feel free to go ahead. Anybody can go.
Okay. I think I'm kind of excited about Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Oh yeah, that game was like the first game was 14 years ago, right?
Yeah, because I remember I played it like back then. I didn't finish it or anything, but I remember like it was pretty fun. And then now like I saw it again, I was like, whoa, it looks so different like 14, 15 years later. But we'll see how it looks like once like we see the gameplay and everything. But the trailer looks cool.
You know why it looks different?
Because it's 15 years.
No.
Touche.
No, the other thing is that they said it's a prequel. So Beyond Good and Evil 2 is a prequel to 1.
Really? It's a prequel?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was like, what? So in the past, I guess, so in the past, everything looked better. I don't know, but yeah, like, Lamb, did you ever play that?
No, I haven't played it. No. It's funny because I'm Googling Beyond Good and Evil, and the first thing that comes up is Friedrich Nietzsche book.
What?
What?
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's a book by Friedrich Nietzsche, the existentialist guy. I don't know. Maybe, but it's funny. I thought that was funny that's the first thing.
Huh.
Beyond
Interesting.
Well, so is it an open? Wow, it's an open world game in 2003 though. Back in the day, they had open world games. That's pretty crazy.
Well, it wasn't open world back then.
Oh,
It was like limited, limited open. We can go to a certain place, but then they'll cut you off, like with invisible walls and everything.
oh, right, okay.
I mean, that's still open world. All open world games have invisible walls.
Sorta.
Well, except Zelda. So
Yeah, I'm just thinking of Zelda right now.
no, Zelda's like, I think it's one of the first games, like the new Zelda Breath of the Wild is one of the first games where there is no invisible wall. Well, I mean, actually in the first part of it, there is a section where it's invisible wall and then you fall off, you die. But then like once you get through the whole tutorial part, then that becomes open up and then there are no more invisible walls throughout the game. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah, except there is an invisible ceiling wall, I guess. Someone found a
Okay.
glitch. Yeah, someone found a glitch. So actually in Zelda, right, you have this ability to magnetize things and pull it towards you. So they had this glitch where the guy stands on top of a rock and the rock stands on top of like a metal thing. So then he was on top of the rock and he uses metal power to pull the metal thing towards him behind the rock. But because the way that the coding worked, it just kept pulling towards him. And then if he's standing on something, that thing just pushes him back up. So then basically he just pulled the magnet up and made himself fly. so they were able to like hit a ceiling wall, but,
So even Zelda has a glass ceiling?
yeah, but that has nothing to do with what we're talking about right now. But yeah, back to Beyond Good and Evil. Which
it does have to do. Yeah, because we were talking about open world, right? You said sometimes there's an invisible wall. Anyway, go ahead.
you don't have to try to make sense of it.
There's no point. That's right. Okay.
Yeah. So wait, Quack, which system did you play it on?
I don't play any system. I'm hoping it comes out for PC. Cause
Wait, no. Like the first one you played, right? Beyond Good and Evil 1?
oh yeah, it was PC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Wait, what do you like about it so far? Did you see a lot of the announcements?
Yeah, I did. You're talking about the games in general, or just all
for
the games
that
in general?
game. For that game.
I don't know. I think it was just more like a flashback for me. So I was like, oh, I remember this game. It was pretty cool. And then now I was like, I'm just curious because then what they have is pretty much a teaser, right? It's just like, cool, let's see if they're remaking it. And then obviously like the graphics and everything looks amazing, but they only show like the cinematics and not really the gameplay. So I'm curious to see what it's going to be like.
Is it even like, oh, I see a tech demo of it. Huh. Yeah, I guess it was on the E3 floors today or yesterday. There's a tech demo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
To play it?
To like view it, like you could do camera angles on the game and it looks pretty cool. Like just viewing everything. Oh my gosh. It's like, oh my gosh.
It's like, oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm just looking at it right now. It reminds me of Zelda.
Quite an experience.
Yeah.
Zelda?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have any other games you're looking forward to?
Yeah. I think I saw that Metroid had a new game, but it's for like the, what do you call it? The 3DS?
Oh, yeah, the 2D one, right? Samus Return or something?
Yeah. So that was crazy though. So I was like, oh wow, it's like playing the old school Super Nintendo or Nintendo Metroid all over again, and it had some pretty cool stuff. Like I saw it had like some counters they can do. But I think it's just a lot of the game is just it brings back a lot of flashback for me. Just because like I used to play like Super Metroid, and that game was amazing. So I'm like, oh man, I want to play that game again. And then I've seen my cousin play like Metroid Prime and whatnot as a third person, how it's more as a first person, and it's cool, but it just didn't do it for me as much. So that game was actually really cool.
Yeah, I saw that too. It reminded me of like, so I never really played the old Super Nintendo Metroids because I didn't have a Super Nintendo. And yeah, and then like, even the Metroid, was there even Metroid on NES? I don't remember.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't play that either because my parents said no when I asked to get that game. So, so I only...
you only have to get Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, right? Yeah, instead of getting a game that's good for all ages, I got Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
We're going to start you off in life right, Tony. Here's Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, but when I got the Game Boy Advance, my first handheld was the Game Boy Advance. I didn't have the original Game Boy Color. And I played the Metroid that was on there. I think it was Metroid Fusion.
Okay.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. And from what I could tell, like, it was kind of like an extension of the Super Metroid games from SNES.
Yeah, I think I remember it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's weird because that was... I played Metroid on the Nintendo through ways.
Alternative Nintendo, yeah, there you go.
Yes, alternative Nintendo. The alternative means.
Alternative means. Right.
But yeah, I didn't really enjoy or play that because when I first tried it out, I was like, what is this game? It's kind of stupid. And then I remember like playing Super Nintendo, the Super Metroid one, and then going back to it, it's like, oh, that was a game I tried, like the Nintendo one, and then I finally understand the whole concept of it. Because when I was trying, I was little, I was like, I don't get it. What am I supposed to do? It's dumb.
Hey, that's how I felt about Echo the Dolphin, and I still feel that way.
Oh gosh, that's a classic.
Wait, Lam, did you ever play Metroid?
No, I never played Metroid. That's why I was like, oh, okay. Right, Metroid.
Yeah, Lam, you're over there just quiet. It's like,
you know what?
That's nice.
I'm kind of like Quack, like back in the day, I used alternative means to play my video games. So yeah, that wasn't one of the games I played though. No.
Oh.
Huh. Okay. Cool. Quack, did you have another one, or do you want to move to Lam?
We can move to Lam. I could go back to me if you guys run out of games.
Okay.
It sounds like it's going to be a lot of games then. I'm going to keep going. One of the games I'm looking forward to is Assassin's Creed Origins, because I actually really like Assassin's Creed. I like open world games, so that's one of the games I like, because my brother had an Xbox 360. Oh, I guess he still has it. But so we played Assassin's Creed, and number 1 and number 2, and I believe also the third one. I'm not sure, but it was set in the Revolutionary War era. So that's probably number 3. And I'm also a big history buff, so I like those.
I was about to say that.
Yeah. So this one is going to take. Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
So this one could be this Assassin's Creed Origins is going to be based in ancient Egypt apparently. So it's going to be interesting to see how they incorporate assassins into this era, which should be interesting.
I thought, isn't that just easy? I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of like assassins during that time. Like
yeah, not dressed like this. I don't think. They're dressed like
no one knows. No one knows if they're assassins or not.
Yeah, because they're all like ninjas. Well, they're assassins.
Yeah. What if assassins really built the pyramids?
Oh my gosh. All those tombs are just where they sleep.
Yeah, so that's one of the games I'm looking forward to. Another one is, I don't know if you guys played this back in the day when I played my Nintendo, quote unquote. It was called River City Ransom.
Oh yeah.
It's like an adventure game.
Yeah.
That
game's awesome.
Yeah, that game is awesome. Yeah, so one of the games apparently that they have at E3 is River City Rival Showdown. So it's going to be on the 3DS. So I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. So kind of like Quack, it's just like very nostalgic, I'm like, oh man, I want to see what this looks like. Brings back the good memories and the awesome gameplay from back in the day.
What was it called? River City what?
Rival Showdown.
River City Rival. Man, that's hard to say.
Yeah, it's like a tongue twister, right? Yeah.
Oh man, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So is it like
that is pretty cool.
Is it a new is it related to that game, or just like they're just doing it for nostalgia?
I think it's kind of related, but they're definitely keeping the graphics. I saw that in the trailer, the same kind of graphics, and the same kind of gameplay. So that's pretty cool.
Huh? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That'd be funny if like.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Huh? You know, what's it called? The comic Archie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes place in Riverdale. So I was like, they can cross over. River City Ransom in Riverdale.
In Riverdale. Yeah. Archie versus what's the other guy's name? Oh, Jughead. Yeah. Archie versus Jughead. Rival showdown.
Yeah, I actually didn't even realize this game was being shown at E3.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
I checked out the list. I was like, oh man, that's pretty cool.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm looking at the gameplay. It's actually it's pretty consistent with the old Nintendo.
Yeah. It was an awesome game, right? You guys?
Yeah, no, it's actually really cool.
Yeah, it was basically.
Yeah, you can jump on.
Yeah, you could jump on people. It was basically like Double Dragon with like upgrades and stuff.
Yeah. Exactly. You can pick up stuff.
Dragon was
right?
the upgrade. What are you talking about?
Wait, what?
The Double Dragon was the upgrade.
No. I mean, like in River City Ransom, you can like buy stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you could buy stuff, and then you could like upgrade stuff, and well, not about upgrade, but it was like there's a shopping system, and yeah, Double Dragon, you were treated like the homeless. You just picked stuff up and throw it.
You were treated like the homeless. It's just the homeless fighting back.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. I mean, did you even see the artwork? All the
food off the ground.
Yeah, food off the ground. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna have this apple off the floor here, or like
you break like boxes and you get food, and it's just like trash. You break trash cans.
Yeah, you break trash cans. And it's like,
look, can't unsee the homelessness in the old games now. Thanks, Tony.
Yeah, it's like, oh look, fully cooked rotisserie chicken on the floor.
Rotisserie chicken.
Yeah,
it all makes sense now.
Let's see.
What about you, Tony?
I'm looking forward to Dragon Ball. Did you guys see that?
Of course.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, actually, Quack showed it to me first. Well, actually, he told me first. He said, Arc System Works is releasing a Dragon Ball game, and I didn't even click on this link because I was like already excited. Because Arc System Works, do you know that company then?
What's it? What? Say that again?
It's Arc System Works.
No, I haven't heard of it.
Have you ever played the game Guilty Gear? It's like a fighting game.
No.
Okay, well,
no.
A summary about that company. They're ex-Capcom employees, so they opened up to their own like Arc System Works company, and then they do a bunch of fighting games. And all their fighting games are intense, fast-paced, combo crazy, and crazy awesome artwork. And
okay.
I'm like a huge fan of Guilty Gear, and so I'm also a fan of Dragon Ball. And when Quack said that, I was like, oh my gosh, that's awesome! And then like I looked at the videos, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's even more awesome!
Yeah,
because like it's 3v3, so it's like basically Marvel vs. Capcom. Like Marvel vs. Capcom 3, but with Dragon Ball characters. But the fights are like super crazy blasts. Like all the key blasts are giant like blasts, and it's super fast paced with teleports and everything like that. So it looks really, really cool.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
and it makes sense for their world too, because they're meant to like fight really fast, unlike Capcom, Marvel's Capcom, where like they fight unhumanly fast.
Yeah. So like the game looks like amazing, and I can't wait to like play it. But the thing that I thought was weird is that it's a 3v3 game, and then Arc Systems Works, they usually don't release games that have like a large roster of characters. So I don't know if they're going to release a large roster for this game, because like they need to, in order for 3v3 to not like feel very old fast. Yeah, like stale fast. So yeah, but
I can see that. So we'll see what happens though. But it looks really good, like the combat, like the fighting and everything. So just like playing, like Tony said, like Marvel vs. Capcom, but with Dragon Ball characters. I was like, man, this brings me back to like the old days when I played, Dragon Ball Hyper Dimension?
Oh yeah, on Super Nintendo?
Yeah,
that was a good game.
And I was like, man, these games are awesome. I spent like hours playing it over and over.
Yeah. I also, what was it? For Dragon Ball Hyper Dimension, like, I really liked the way that they had the flying levels, and then they had the...
Yeah, that's cool. Like, you're fighting outside the world,
Yeah.
I remember playing. I don't know which Dragon Ball game I played, but I think it was on Nintendo. And oh man, is it? I can't remember, but it was pretty cool. But the graphics were, of course, Nintendo quality. But
Yeah.
I still liked it.
Yeah.
Oh, was it not in English? It was like still one of the ones that were not translated.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't really have a translated one back then.
Okay, I think I know
Yeah.
which one you're talking about.
I think there was there's a whole bunch though, right?
Yeah, there were several for. So the one on the
okay.
Nintendo was not very colorful. I remember that.
Oh yeah, right.
But they had three of them on Super Nintendo called Dragon Ball Super Butoden or something. Something like that.
Yeah.
Those are okay.
I play all.
Yeah, I did too. I liked actually part 2 the best. But the graphics, the gameplay was weird because you can actually be extremely far away from your opponent, and then when that happens, it's a split screen. So yeah, that was kind of weird.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I think I played that one too. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I remember the split screen. Right. It was when you did like a move, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, you dash backwards and then you're fighting in a, what do you call it? You can knock them up into the sky and you fight in the sky.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember.
And then and when you're on the ground, you're in like the tournament arena sort of thing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was
Wait,
pretty cool.
so it was not translated into English?
No, the Super Nintendo ones, I think they had unofficial translation.
Yeah.
Oh.
The original Nintendo ones did not.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was just because of my alternative Nintendo.
No,
But-
yeah, it was
okay,
mostly
so it's
because
the
of
game.
alternatives.
Okay, maybe a combination of both.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of Marvel vs. Capcom, did you know they have a new one? Infinite?
Yeah.
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite? Yeah.
Yeah.
3-2, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming out September 19th. I'm on the lookout for that one, but after seeing Dragon Ball, I don't really care about it too much anymore.
Yeah, same here. I was like, it's okay. I have Dragon Ball.
Yeah, because like I thought Marvel vs. Capcom like Infinite was really cool. The way that they have like the bad guy is Ultron mixed with Sigma, and the fighting was pretty decent. It's more vs. Capcom. What can you expect? But then, after seeing Dragon Ball, I'm like, okay, that game is terrible. Yeah. So now I just like.
Yeah.
Well, the other game I'm looking forward to is another combat game. It's a 3v3 as well. But this is based on Final Fantasy. It's called, I think it's Dissidia, Final Fantasy NT, or Final Fantasy 7 NT. So it's a fighting game, but with Final Fantasy characters.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's not traditional 2D. It's the camera is behind. It's third person. So you have a full arena. You can move your character anywhere in the arena. You control one character. Your team has two other characters that are also playing with you, and then it becomes like a 3v3 like third person game. And
so you swap them out the same way, essentially?
I'm not sure about swapping. I saw the E3 interview, and they just said you control one character. I don't know if she meant one character at a time or one character and then switch to the others or call the others and assist. I'm not really sure. But the gameplay looks like pretty awesome. So, there's like long range attacks where you jump in and target, and, everyone's like excited to play as Sephiroth. And so, yeah.
That's cool. I didn't hear about that one. That's cool though.
Yeah, and I'm actually...
Tag team kind of thing?
No, it's everyone's on the arena at once.
At once. Okay.
Yeah, it's 3v3 like a war, pretty much. You're on a big landscape.
Okay.
So,
I see.
like, have you guys played that one? I forgot the name of it, but it's a PlayStation 4 or Xbox One game, maybe just PlayStation 4. It's all the anime characters, and it's a fighting game. It's like has Naruto in it, has Bleach.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Are you talking about the Jump one?
Yeah, Shonen Jump All Stars or something like that.
Yeah, I forgot if it's. I know there's one for 3DS.
Yeah, that was a 2D one. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the one on PS4 is
I
a
think
3D.
you're right. I think it's PlayStation.
Yeah, like I have it for my PS4. I just forgot the name of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's fun.
Yeah, so it looks like the battle system in Final Fantasy, Dissidia. It's very, it reminds me of that. It's fast paced and it's like arena type battling. So it's pretty cool.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And I can actually finally have a reason to say I like Final Fantasy because, I am.
Because it's a fighting game.
Yeah, because I don't usually play any Final Fantasy games. I only play like tactics.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, another game I'm looking forward to is Doom VFR. So it's the new Doom game, but in VR format.
Huh.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
See how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see. The only problem I see so far is the movement is all screwed up. You don't move your character. In the trailers right now, you don't move your character. You use this thing that's kind of like, you know, the arm in Bionic Commando, like his arm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or like Scorpion's harpoon, I guess. You use that to like, you know, or Batman's, the gun that has the hook and stuff. You use that to propel you to a certain place and then you shoot people. Then you use it again to propel yourself somewhere else and then shoot people. Like, I didn't see any movement. So that kind of worries me. Cause like, Doom is all about movement, you know, like first person shooting.
Yeah.
I know, like, going off the VR thing, I think Sony was showcasing, like, was it Skyrim for VR? And I know a lot of people are excited about that.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
Mm.
Yeah, so playing VR, in VR for Skyrim. I never played Skyrim myself, but, I know a lot of people were excited just because of, like, the whole VR thing. Now it feels more interactive, I guess.
That's cool.
Right.
Yeah.
I can only imagine Assassin's Creed in VR. That would be awesome.
I feel like Assassin's Creed in VR, I'm gonna like throw up or something because there's so much like parkour and stuff.
No, but then what do you sneak around? You have to be so lazy. It's like, man, I don't want to get caught. I have to run. I don't really want to run.
You know, like people see you play Assassin's Creed VR at home, and then you're just like at home, but you're sneaking around at home. Like it just looks
kind of cool, though. I think that would be so fun to watch.
Yeah, I guess so.
You're hiding behind a couch. So what are you doing? Shh.
Just don't have guests over.
We'll hear you.
I'm being an assassin. Be very quiet.
Hey, stand here. Be a tree. I need to hide behind you.
Yeah. Any other games you guys looking forward to?
I saw Monster Hunter is going to become available for PC as well as PlayStation.
Oh yeah, Monster Hunter is expanding.
Monster World or something. So it's going to be like
Monster.
Yeah, you remember Monster Hunter?
I heard about that. I was just looking at an article about that, but was there a game before? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was mostly for 3DS.
Okay.
I thought. Before 3DS though, it was mostly for PlayStation.
Not that I know of.
Oh really? Because I only knew the Monster Hunter games on PlayStation 1, where you put the game in, and then like when you are trying to get a new monster, you take the CD out and you replace it with some other CD, and depending on which CD you put in, you get a monster. There was like a whole back when like GameFAQs was like really popular. There's like this whole like GameFAQs page about which CDs will give you which type of monsters. So it was like back on PS1 days. Yeah.
I didn't know it was on the PS1.
Yeah, it was around the time when Pokemon was big, and then like the Monster Hunter anime came out in the US as well.
No, that's Monster Rancher.
Oh, shoot, you're right. It's Monster Rancher.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah,
okay.
Because this one is more like, I guess you could say it's similar to Shadow of the Colossus in that way.
Oh, okay.
Where you, instead of like fighting like a huge monster, you fight like just a slightly huge.
Slightly.
Okay. Yeah, so it makes sense now because the game where you look for monsters is Monster Rancher, and then and the game you kill monsters is Monster Hunter. So
that makes sense.
Okay. Okay.
But that's pretty cool because then I know like it didn't really have any other console. I think I only had like one for PlayStation 2, but then for the most part it was on the 3DS, and I only recently played it like last year when my coworker tried to get me into it for the new one. So it's cool, it's fun. It's definitely more fun with friends. You can play it offline and everything, but it's okay. It could get boring really fast. It's more like it's not really an RPG. It's RPG in the sense that you can upgrade stuff, like you would hunt the monsters or forge for stuff to get the items, and then you could use those items to forge better weapons and get better weapons to hunt more powerful monsters, and you repeat the process. So it's more fun as a group thing where you're just trying to hunt, take down one giant boss. That's about it.
Otherwise, it's not fun.
Yeah, I mean it's still okay, but for me it could be a little bit repetitive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. Right.
All right.
Okay.
Well, speaking of which, speaking of like RPGs and stuff, the the Mario and Rabbids game?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lamb, do you know about that? I forgot if I told you.
Mario and Rabbids? No.
Oh, yeah. So there's like this game a long time ago from Rayman called the Raving Rabbids. It was like a spin-off, and it was a bunch of like these rabbits that look like minions. And and then Nintendo licensed out Mario to them. So they're making a game called Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. And they finally announced it with a video. Like, everyone was like, this is really dumb. Why are you guys doing this? Then they released a video of it with the gameplay. Everyone was like, okay, I'm down for it. Because the game is... have you guys played XCOM before?
Yep.
Yeah, so...
I haven't, no.
So it's like a turn-based, turn-based tactical fighting. So the Mario and Rabbids game is like, there's an exploration part where you're like free-forming, just going around exploring. But when you get into battle, it's very like XCOM. So everyone's like, oh, this is unique. And then now everyone likes it again. So it's kind of like, okay, Nintendo knows what they're doing. Because everyone always makes fun about Nintendo not knowing what they're doing.
You know, when I was looking at the gameplay, it reminded me of like when they weren't like fighting or in the combat mode. It reminded me a little bit like Mario RPG.
Yeah, a little bit. The way that they were moving, right?
Yeah. So it was kind of cool. I was excited to see how different they were going to take, because it's just like, it's like a parody of Mario.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see how that one goes.
Yeah.
Raving Rabbit, is that the... Wait, hold on. Is that the game where you have like a bunch of rabbits and you have to kill them or something? It sounds very familiar. Am I on the right track?
You don't kill them, you shoot them with plungers.
Oh, yeah. I think I actually played at your house, Tony.
Oh, yeah, because I had on Nintendo
back
Wii.
in the day, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's
Right,
the game.
yeah.
And that's crossing over Mario. So
I see. Oh, man.
that's pretty funny.
That's pretty funny. Yeah.
I think Quack barely remembered that he played that game. Also,
I remember playing Rayman, but I never played the Rayman Origin, or like the Raging Rabbids.
No, you did. It was at my house.
I know I played Rayman at your house.
I don't have Rayman. I only have Rayman Raving Rabbids.
Is that
There was Rayman in the game. Like, you did see him, but the game was Raving Rabbids.
Oh, hold on. I'm going to look it up.
And now I'm looking it up too. So that I'm not like, man, I just put Rayman Raving Rabbi.
Raving Rabbi.
Yeah, no, definitely didn't see it. Didn't play it.
What? Are you serious?
No, didn't play it.
Huh. That's a bunch of mini games. Okay.
Yeah, I definitely didn't play it.
Oh,
Okay.
I think I played Rayman Legend or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the game I rented. That was
Okay, yeah. There you
yeah. Because like I rented that game, so all four of us could play because it was a 4-player co-op game,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Wait.
Oh, not you, not you, Lamb. I meant like
Not
4.
me? No?
No.
4 people, right.
4 people. It was me, Quag, and 2 of the groomsmen from last week's wedding, or 2 weeks ago's wedding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. So it was like a fun like
Either way-
4-player game.
Mm-hmm. Either way, shout out to Blockbuster, right? Is it?
Not shout out to Blockbuster because it was at this.
Recently.
No, it was actually I rented it at this small mom and pop rental place called a Video Inn, and
Oh,
Is
that's
that still
right.
around?
No, I remember that one, Tony. I remember. It's next
Yeah.
to Domino's, right?
yeah. I think they I think they closed down now. They're like a check in the cash place or something, or like gold
Bring it back. Come
gold exchange or something like that.
on. Exchange. Okay.
Yeah, not
Are
shady
there
at
any
all.
not shady at all? No. Are there any Mortal Kombat games in this upcoming E3?
I didn't
wonder.
see or hear anything because I think they're focusing on Injustice 2.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The company that makes Mortal Kombat also makes Injustice, so I think they're just focusing on that right now.
Okay.
They only have like
I
one
see.
team. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Better be good then.
Huh? What?
that it'd be good then, since they're only focusing on one game, right?
I think it is good. Like, I heard good reviews about it. I haven't played it yet.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw the Flash. He has a super move where he punches the guy so hard and then he takes him back into the Jurassic period, and then he takes him forward back into the future, and he takes him back to the present time. But he takes him back to the present time right before he took him back into time. Does that make sense? So he took him back into the present time where there's a duplicate of him about to take that guy back into time, and then he slams the guy against himself.
That's pretty awesome. Oh my god.
So that was pretty cool.
That's pretty creative, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, it's just like crazy to think like, man, like they just must be in the room just like thinking about like, oh, what's like this really cool nerdy way that we can make a super move for all these characters.
Yep.
So,
Right.
yeah, I mean, Kwok, you're an animator. You do that kind of thing, right? You always think about how characters can behave and what's really cool, right?
Yeah. I think the last one when I was working on Ninja Gaiden we had to do something similar. Where like when we were doing like character intros, how to introduce a character or like their super move, we just need to know the specifics of what they want. Like, is it gonna be like a knock-up or is it gonna be like a side, like a combo breaker or something? So we just start throwing out a whole bunch of ideas, and then we just run it by like the tech person to see, one, that if it's doable, and two, like how much tech would go into making that and if it works or not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
so
cool.
Depending on the game, it definitely could go as crazy as you want. But it's just like a group of creative artists just trying to pitch out a whole bunch of ideas. Like, hey, what about this? And it's like, oh no, how about this instead? Or you could combine them both or whatever you want. So it's actually really cool, like the whole brainstorming.
I remember you were at my house one time, and then you asked me for a giant box that you needed to borrow for animation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then like 10 minutes later, you come back in and it's like, Tony, I broke your box.
I know what I was doing with the box. I know I used it for something, but
no, you were in my front lawn. Okay, you were in my front lawn with all the neighbors still out there, and then you were practicing what's it called, carrying the box on your shoulder and then tossing it or throwing it to the floor.
Oh yeah.
It's like 10 minutes. And it's like, yeah, Tony, I broke your box. And I'm like, oh, damn it. Cause like that box I had like I had 200 or 300 of my DVDs in there. And so I took them out, but now I didn't have a box to store them in.
I was like, I always ask you, make sure like it's something not valuable because I don't want to break it.
Yeah, it wasn't valuable. It was just useful.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. You guys have any other games, or should I move on?
We can move on. I have no other big games that really stood out for me.
Okay.
Yeah, we can move on.
You got mail. You got mail. You got mail. You.
All right. So moving on to the mailbag and community question. So Kwok's question last week was, if you had to play one video game for 7 days straight, what would it be? And it can't be it cannot be a combat game or like a competitive game.
Yeah.
Okay.
So while you think about that, Lamb, I'm going to read some of the answers. So John Layola, One Track Punk, he's the host of the One Track Punk show and co-host of One Track Gamers. He said, probably replaying Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain from scratch to bring to Platinum Trophy. So yeah, let's see. We have another one, Judge Greg. Judge Greg is host of Hero Talk podcast, and he's also the host of the Gamers Without Borders podcast.
Oh, cool.
He says Mass Effect Andromeda because I haven't had time to play it since I bought it. And he says, and this scenario would give me a shot at it.
I feel like
good idea.
I feel like people who wants to play RPG now will be like the time. That would be like the best time to play. It's like, yes, time to play all the RPGs because now I have time. It will probably take me a week or two.
Yeah. Let's see. And actually, and I have the same. I have a lot of games that I haven't played. So I buy them and I'm like, okay. I boot them up. It's like, oh, cool intro screen. Then I'm busy. Let's see. Amanda is also a co-host of the One Track Gamers podcast. She says Final Fantasy 14 or Persona 5, but not sure which. So yeah.
Oh,
Awesome. Thanks for the answers, guys. And
thanks,
and
guys.
girl.
thank you.
yeah.
Appreciate it.
So Lam, do you have a game?
Oh, let's see. I would say
You're thinking really hard.
I would play something like an open world game. Like I said, I'm a really big fan of open world games. So I like Red Dead Redemption. It's set in the Wild West. So that's one I would play. Because
Okay.
you never get bored of it. You can always do side quests or side missions, or follow the main mission, or just go around killing people.
That's
It
true.
works. Yeah, it's always fun. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, actually, it's funny because me and Quack both said Zelda Breath of the Wild last week because it's an open world game too. So
Yeah.
Awesome.
I feel like open world games are,
Yeah.
you're less bored of it. Yeah.
awesome.
Wait, going back to the whole E3, didn't they announced they're gonna have like a DLC for Zelda as well, so you play more co-op or something like that?
I saw that they had an announcement. I didn't look at details.
Oh, me neither. I was just curious.
Yeah, I didn't look into details because I was more excited about the other stuff.
Yeah,
Like Dragon Ball Z.
Yes, Dragon Ball Z.
that's super exciting though.
Yeah.
I was like, Dragon Ball Z, nothing else matters.
I know.
Nothing else matters.
Yeah. You guys have a question for this week? Or if not, I have a backup question.
Huh. Okay. Well, do you have any clock?
Not at the moment. You go first, Lam, and then use that stall time to figure it out.
All right, I'll just use my backup question.
Okay. Go ahead.
if you could be any sidekick, who would you be?
Sidekick.
Oh,
Interesting.
sidekick.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, let's see. That's a good question. Oh man.
I'm trying to remember who's.
And then now
be
I'm gonna
Patrick.
have to edit out 20 minutes of silence.
Is it 20 minutes? Okay.
Wait. You said sidekick, right? Just in general. Then
Yeah.
I'll be Patrick from SpongeBob.
Why?
But he's so stupid. It's so funny. He's like so oblivious to things, and he's like, it's like he doesn't feel pain or something either. He's like,
I feel like that's a very common theme with you. Like, you just like picking characters that are like, he's so stupid. Like
I know, I do. That's entertaining.
Because like last time we had that 5v5 game where you chose like Zangief to be on your team, and you're like, because he's so stupid.
No, that was a stupid one. But then
Okay.
he's also awesome.
Okay, so Patrick from SpongeBob. Liam, how about you?
What I do know, one thing, I don't want to be Robin in Batman.
Why?
I don't know. He seems like I feel like he's always made fun of. You know what I mean? Like he's not very valued.
Well, I'm going to counter you with that.
Okay, I'm thinking of the Batman back in the day when he was kind of campy. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And all the corny jokes. Yeah, the back in the
comic
60s
meme when he
and
gets
stuff
slapped.
like that. Yeah, that kind of thing. So maybe, but I know the more modern ones, like the Christopher Nolan ones. He's more serious. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
a lot cooler. But yeah, I guess I was thinking back in the day.
What about
Wait, Christopher Nolan one. Wait, are you talking about Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
yes,
Oh,
No.
Dark Knight?
Dark Knight Rises. Have you seen Dark Knight Rises? Where
Yes,
the
yeah.
detective guy, he's Batman, right?
yeah, that's Joseph
one by,
Gordon-Levitt.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you say Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Yeah, that guy. Right.
Okay, I guess.
Would you rather be that Robin, or would you rather be the Robin from the Lego Batman?
Go back.
Have you seen the trailer for it?
Are you talking to me or to?
Yeah. Now, have you seen the trailer for it?
No, I haven't seen it.
It's pretty much just show like how he picks up an orphan to raise.
Yeah.
But it's just like he wants to be the orphan, trying to be a psychic, but and he just like rips off his hands most of the time just to wear the uniform. It's just so stupid.
Oh my gosh.
You want that one?
I think Quack would rather be that one because he's so stupid. Well, okay, so I'll answer you. I'll answer first before you, Lamb, because my answer actually is Robin, because every Robin,
okay. Wow.
every Robin, after they became Robin, like after they're done with Robin, they became some kind of like significant person. So, like Dick Grayson, he became Nightwing. Jason Todd, he got killed, but then he came back. So he came back as the Red Hood, and then I forgot who else. There were several. So my point is just Robin is kind of like I don't know, hazing for a fraternity. And then
That's true.
and once you're done, you become your own hero. So
I see.
and you learn from the best. You learn from Batman.
It's like an apprentice.
Yeah. But you could die.
Instead of being fired, you could die.
Yeah. So Lamb.
Back to me, huh? Oh, here. I would want to be Pinky in the Pinky in the Brain. Yeah, I guess it's kind of like Hawk's answer. You know, it's very oblivious to the world. It's just his own thing, you know. Somebody else can be the brains behind the take over the world. You know, I'll just follow along blindly and have fun.
I feel like that's like Batman and Robin.
I know, but you know what though? Batman doesn't want to take over the world. I want to take over the world.
Thinking with the ulterior motive of actually wanting to take over the world.
Exactly.
You know,
Pinky's actually smarter than the brain.
Yeah. No, that was the thing. There was actually this theory going around that if you rewatch all the Pinky and the Brain stuff, Pinky, whenever he does stupid things, it's always like the side effect of that is protecting the brain. So everyone's just like, everyone was saying like, it doesn't make sense that they both went through the same process of enhancement, but like brain would be that much smarter. They were saying, oh, Pinky's even smarter than the brain, but he's pretending to be dumb. So
I can see that. That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So that's kind of crazy that the theory is out like that. So
that's trippy.
All right. So those are answers. So if you guys want, you guys can tweet us your answer when I put this up on our Twitter account after the episode airs. All right. So let's move on to the next segment. So next one is game time. The game this week we'll be playing is called World's Worst. So this is a game where we will run through a bunch of different jobs and we'll say a line as a person in that job. But it's like the world's worst version of that job. So, for example, if it's like the world's worst car salesman, then I might say something like, we'll pay you to take our car. No? So, something like that. And that's why I actually texted both of you earlier today to just give me a random list of some jobs. So,
okay.
Yeah. All right. So let's start off. Banker. Let's start with a banker, and anyone can start.
Give me your money.
Can you count your money?
I'll hold your money for you.
It's more like, I'll hold your money for you, and I'm going to invest this into Bitcoins.
I'm not saying that. You can trust me to hold your money.
What's that one website that was dealing with Bitcoin? The guy who's the Silk Road. Remember that?
Oh, Silk Road.
Oh, yeah.
The banker on the Silk Road.
It's like, welcome. Please give me your money for assassins.
Yeah, exactly. This reminds me of a segment I saw. I think it was with James Corden, you know, the late night show.
Uh-huh.
And Will Ferrell was on the show, and he was talking about how he used to be a bank teller back in the day, and he said he was like very bad at it. So I guess one of the lines he said was, all right, hold on, let me count the money. And then so he would like get, do one transaction, then close his window and count all the money. And it would take 15 minutes, and then he would resume opening the window and help another customer. So he was like, in one day, he probably, helped only like 2 or 3 people or something like that. It was pretty funny. Count your money. Can you count your money for me?
So world's worst banker is Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell, exactly. Yeah.
All right. Exactly. Let's move on to the next job. Lawyer.
Is that legal?
That's pretty good.
Yeah. That's pretty good. I don't think that we can think of anything better than that. We'll just move on to the next one.
Moving on. Moving on.
Quality assurance tester for video games.
How can we top that Mortal Kombat death? I don't know.
It's world's worst, right?
Yeah, world's worst.
World's worst.
So world's worst quality assurance tester for video games.
Man.
We can't seem to get rid of this invisible wall.
It's supposed to be there.
It's supposed to be there.
Can we make this invisible wall visible?
That's a good one.
Oh, it's like, oh, I found the glitch.
Funny.
The wall is invisible.
The wall's invisible.
All right.
That's a good one.
Let's move on. World's worst insurance salesman.
Oh, that was me back in the day. But any number of things I can accept.
Tell us your life experience, Sam.
Oh man.
Let's see.
If you would like assistance, don't come to me.
That's right.
How to make it worse?
The worst insurance salesman.
Is it any insurance?
Yeah, anything.
Any insurance, yeah. Do you know when you're going to die? I don't know. That's the best I got.
I was thinking of something along life insurance as well.
Oh yeah, I know. That's why you said any kind of insurance. I think, yeah, I picked up on that. You're like, yeah. Well, okay. From real life experience, what I usually do is I tell people to buy the cheapest plan because it's better for them. But then my boss got mad and told me, no, why are you telling them that? Tell them the upsell, you know? Tell them to get the more expensive plan. So that's real life experience right there. I'd be like, no, it doesn't make sense that you choose that plan. Choose this plan. It's the best for you, you know? You're paying less for more. So...
You should pay more for less.
Yeah. The younger you die, the higher you buy.
That's so sad. It's so morbid. It's getting so dark. We're just going down like the life insurance route. Everything's about dying.
Okay, fine. We'll move on to the next one then.
Okay.
The world's worst animator.
Oh god.
Oh gosh. Well, let's talk about
oh my god.
Should I
I actually want to hear your guys' take on this. I want to see how you guys can do it.
Can I borrow a box?
You beat me to it. I was going to say that. That's right.
Based on a real life experience.
Based on a real life experience.
Don't mind me. I'm just filming you. That's what we do. We film you doing things.
Why do all my games look like Minecraft? Or maybe that's good graphics. I don't know.
That's graphic designer.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Why do all my characters move like Reboot?
That's what you want.
You guys good with that? Moving on?
Yep. I gave you hard ones.
Is that yours?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If it's not yours, Lamb, it's Quack's, because you both gave me too much, so I had to cut it down, so I didn't have anything to add. Well, I do have some stuff, but not much.
Okay. Computer programmer. The world's worst computer programmer. Let's see.
Let's start a company together called Fugo.
I made Windows Vista.
That's true. I hope they don't listen to this.
That's so good.
There you go.
I could be like, hey, let's get their computers to update at random times.
That's right, Tony. That's right.
Yeah, to listeners who don't know, we were about to start the podcast earlier, but then I got delayed 20 minutes because my Windows restarted by itself and then just like updated. So I was stuck.
And also to you listeners out there, if you still have Windows Vista, you better upgrade.
Yeah, it's true.
You should upgrade.
It's free.
Yes.
Now we sound like a Microsoft advertisement.
Sponsor? Oh, God.
Let's move on to the next one. The world's worst comic book collector. I got this comic book signed by Stan Lee, but with a Y.
Asian version.
Vinny Stanley. Vinny Stanley. No, I got my comic book. I got my comic book signed by Stanley. Stanley.
Stanley.
Oh my gosh, this is a hard one though. I mean, seriously, this is a hard one.
Let me see. Oh, let me show you my first edition, new in the package, as she takes out the package.
I feel like I've seen that in like one of those old sitcoms.
Yeah. Let me show you this as I unbox it. My newly box item.
Okay. Let's move on to the world's worst loan shark.
Okay.
World's worst loan shark.
Loan shark.
In order to pay me back, you have to swim with the sharks because I'm a loan shark.
Oh man, I was thinking something along those lines, but I didn't go for it. No.
And I'm going to pay you to be my friend because I'm also a lonely shark.
How about we'll pay you interest to pay us back? What? Oh my god. That's mine too. I can't think of anything.
We'll pay you back in bitcoins.
We'll pay you back in Bitcoin on the deep web.
World's worst sidekick.
Worst psychic?
You guys kind of already answered that.
Robin, right?
Patrick, right?
Patrick.
No, Pinky.
Hey guys, we're gonna fight. I was just thinking of the campy Robin, like, hey guys, kapow!
I was like, yeah, Jimmy Joe, there's Batman.
Yeah. Can we do this, Batman? We can do this. Teamwork.
Or what are we going to do tonight, Brain?
The same thing we do every night. Can take over the world.
Okay, so world's worst supervillain. This should be the last one.
I was face up.
I feel like that's any supervillain that doesn't start laughing maniacally.
Oh, like, oh man, there's like so many. Now, see, now that made me think of like the very old school like villain where like you tie up the damsel and like on the train.
And then he just conveniently walks away and lets the hero take over.
Forgot about it. He went
wasn't
for a
there
lunch
one
break.
where it's like I know that there's like a parody one where they pretty much try to be a spoof of all villains and just reveal what they're doing. It's like, you're interrupting me while I'm revealing my plan.
Yeah, right. You know, in the movies, the supervillain always like tells the good guys the plan.
Yeah, it's like, you can't stop
that kind
me
of
now.
thing, right? You can't stop now. I'm gonna set this bomb right here, and if you detonate it this way,
The only way to stop this is by clicking on this button right here that I have conveniently.
yeah.
No, but like I'm thinking about it. I feel like I can understand why the supervillains do that. Because like when you craft such a huge and encompassing plan, and then like you have no one to tell it to, and then no one can really appreciate your work, right? So you have to tell someone to appreciate your work from start to end. Does that?
The lonely supervillain.
I guess. it makes me like, it reminds me of like what do you call it? Those those animes where they call out their super moves before doing them. And then it's like, oh, okay.
It's like, then I would just counter it.
How did you know?
How'd you know? That's funny.
So I guess we have nothing to say for supervillain because we just explained all bad supervillains. All right. I guess, okay, that's the end of the game. All right, so moving on to the final lap. Lamb and Quack, you guys got anything to promote?
I do not.
Visit our website, or Facebook page, rather. Facebook page. For time travel.
Yeah, we have a Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and it's NTFTT Pod. We also have a website. We do have a website, yes. But it's not up yet.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the website is ntfttpod.com. So I registered. I'm like still building it. I haven't made it live yet. So when you go to the page, it'll still say coming soon.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So anything else?
No, I don't have anything else.
Okay. Well, thanks again to John Loyola for the topic suggestion, and thanks again to John, Amanda, and Judge Greg for the community answers.
Thanks, everyone.
I just realized Judge Greg's name is like a play on Judge Dredd. So
is it 2 G's?
I think.
What?
Is it 2 G's or something?
No. It's just wait, let me check something real quick. Twitter. I want to check his Twitter account. I'm not
I bet
Twitter.
you it's 2 G's.
I'm not Twitter stalking you.
I bet you.
Okay, so Judge Greg's account is called Judge Greg is Law.
Okay.
And then his profile picture is Judge Dredd.
Okay. That makes sense. I was like, wait, is it with 2 G's? Is that why it's a play on Judge Dredd?
No, it's just his face is Judge Dredd.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's actually
obvious reason, I guess.
Yeah, his banner is pretty cool too.
Fun.
Like, so it's Judge Dredd in the front, which is Judge Greg him, and then in the background there's like Optimus Prime, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, the Hulk. So it's cool.
Ooh, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So let me see. All right. So let's see. You can contribute to our show too by emailing us at ntfttpod@gmail.com. And again, you could follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. At our handle, it's ntfttpod. So if there's nothing else, then no time for time travel. Signing off. Hurdy and Warp Speed. See ya.
Bye, one.